I think we'll just switch it to live. Testing, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check check, test test test. Ooh, what a day. Just checking the stream to see if we're okay. We're streaming to Twitch and YouTube. How are we all doing? Give me a moment while I just check the audio. How's our audio? We okay? We're good? We are also streaming to Kick. We've got a sort of BTS of what I've been doing, and we started streaming on Kick first. Got the stream running and then started up this one here to Twitch and YouTube. Might switch these cameras around. I have a quick look over here. That one looks okay. I think I can stop recording. Sweet. Hi guys, how you doing? How's your, well, for me Sunday. How's your weekend been? So we're testing one of the 3 setups that I have. We've got my self-hosted setup, which I've had for years. We've got the mystery app, and today we're streaming to Streamable. I'll talk about the setup in a little bit. So I recommend that you have both streams open. Well, I've got 3 streams, and so 2 of them, they're going to restream. No, let me start. So on one setup we're streaming to Streamable, which is then streaming to Restream. And Restream I have Twitch and YouTube connected. On my other setup I'm streaming from IRL Pro directly to Kick. And I've been doing like a whole BTS thing over there. So if you want to have both up, then that would be great. So for the setup one, we've got the S20 Ultra, we've got the DJi mic mini receiver plugged into the Ultra, we have a transmitter connected to the receiver, got the mini tripod and a phone holder for that setup number 1, and again IRL Pro directly to a Kick using the stream URL and the stream key. So it hasn't disconnected. It looked a bit rough at the beginning, but it's been okay. So this is where you got to be really careful. You need to make sure you've got great internet to be able to stream directly to a platform. But it's great that you have options like that for apps like these. I won't be able to go anywhere with this setup because I've got 2 and I'm worried about the Kick one. And then for setup number 2 we've got Moblin. Oh, let's go back a little bit. We've got the Action 4 connected to my iPhone 11 through the S23 Ultra's mobile hotspot. On Moblin I'm streaming to Streamable, and then from there I'm streaming to Restream. Quite a mouthful, all of that. We should have overlays as well. I am curious because I put the Botwix overlay, the vertical one, on both setups. So as an overlay inside of IRL Pro, and also as an overlay on the remote OBS for Streamable. I'm wondering if it's going to work on both, because in the past I think Botwix would only let you use a overlay in one place. I don't know if it was maybe the way I was doing it before, or perhaps I've changed it, but I guess we'll find out. I'll type a message on both platforms. So, oh, hello from Team Purple. I don't think we need to worry about that anymore, because apparently oh, hold on, I don't have an overlay, so I should have an overlay for this setup, so let me enable it. So in the scenes for the Action 4, I need to go to that one? What is this? Bottom right stream widget screen capture. Okay, so the screen capture I've got on the right side, so we'll enable that. And then this is the snapshot, I think, for Streamable. But I should also have a text. Turn this one off, and that one, I think. So now at the bottom left hand corner for you, you should see the weather, the time, location, much like my self-hosted setup, and that's built into Moblin. Now I'm sure there's a way we could figure something like that out for an overlay, you know. Okay, right, so over here I'm also going to go to Kick and write a message there too. So let's give that a go. Channel, chat. Oh, actually I can do that. Why am I doing it this way? I can do that in Moblin. So Moblin, you know, I can choose where I'm going to send my chat message. So I'm going to send it to Kick. Hello from Team Green. Now I am getting an overlay on IRL Pro, so you should be able to see that on Kick, and also have, at least in this preview, an overlay for the others. So I think you can. So I'm going to open up the YouTube app and let's type a message there too. Where's my live? Live is here. Okay, so I need to open the live, and then let's type message. Hello from Team Red. Oh, I was just thinking, there's there's some code that I have in Streamable that allows me to send a message from either Twitch or Kick to YouTube, but Streamable isn't actually open. In fact, all my computer is off at the moment. So that's one great thing about this setup, is I don't need my computer to be on. It's nice to have everything in the cloud. I have to move my tripod quite a fair ways back for the IRL Pro kick stream. I just love how wide the action camera is. It's not even as wide as it could be. I'm a big fan. Love it. Today is actually a really good day for questions because I'm just going to be seated in this one spot. So unlike the other day when we were at the Lantern Festival, I've got a lot on my mind and trying to check out all these cool lanterns, take photos, get ideas for later. This is actually a really good time. Also got to keep an eye on my battery as well. I do have the Anker battery bank today, but I may need to plug in at some point, because at least for the Android I've been streaming for good almost an hour. Yeah, almost an hour on Kick, and we've just started on Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, I wanted to go through the whole steps of getting a stream up and running on Streamable. Pretty easy. You'll be able to see that on the Kick vlog later. I'll have to remember to download and save it because they disappear really quickly. I think like in a week or 2 weeks they're gone. So that's the only backup I have of this. I've done some screen recording, so we have that. But it'd be good to have like that point of view. We might change up our view over here on the Kick side, although I can't see what's happening. Maybe. Nah. Try us. We've got it on the ultra wide over here. I can't see the camera. Then close the Twitch app, open up the Kick app. Now that's one problem I have, is I can't see both streams. Oh, the audio is louder with the receiver. Ooh. Let me check. I at 1+6 the volume, -0. -0, what is that? 0. Can't have -0, can you? Or can you? Plus -0? Yeah, this way we have a different angle of everything. We're also on the ultra wide. Because we're not moving, we don't have to worry about the stabilization, which is very limited on the ultra, this one. Okay, do a battery check. So we are currently on 51% for the iPhone, 50% now. I forget what we're on for the Ultra. but I believe the iPhone will run out first. So I get about 90 minutes on the iPhone 11 with the older battery in it, and then about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours out of the Ultra. So we're already, we're already almost on an hour now. Have a quick look. So here we are on 58%. Oh, they're very close. But yeah, this is my setup. This is what I look like. Actually, it'd be great if you could see both, eh? Maybe I'll move in the middle and then we'll try and position them so that we can get both setups. I can see one, and then I just need to see the other. Oh yeah. Crazy. Okay, so now we can see both setups. Right. On one side we've got the Action 4 with the transmitter, mic mini connected directly to it. On the other side we have the S20 Ultra with the mic mini receiver plugged into it. 2 transmitters on my top. That's what I love about this setup, is it all fits in this case. 2 transmitters, 1 receiver, and then I could switch the receiver between either the iPhone or the S20 Ultra. I did have to buy the lightning adapter, I think that was separate. I put my cup on the ground. If you guys could remind me to throw that in a bin later, that would be great. But yeah, I've got the Action 4 on the invisible selfie stick, what I call the lightsaber. It gets pretty tall, I think it's about 1.4 meters. And then I've got the S20 Ultra on the mini tripod. They're about similar height. Phone holder, quick release mount, same one for both devices. Receiver, 2 transmitters, 1 transmitter under my top, other transmitter on top. So the one on top is connected to the Action 4. The one underneath is connected to the receiver. But that activates straight away as soon as I start. As soon as I get the receiver out of case, they're both connected. So I don't need to power it on or anything. Whereas with this other one that's connected to the Action 4, that one I have to power on and then wait for it to connect. So it's better for me to have this one on the outside where I can see the power button, see if it's on, see whether the noise cancellation is enabled. So that's the idea. I think it was a little cleaner with just one transmitter on the outside. Because I have done it where I've positioned both underneath, but then you see 2 magnets and it looks kind of, doesn't look great. By the way, it's March today. March already. The year is just disappearing on us. It's strange how fast time flies as you get older. So happy March to everybody. There's some very exciting things happening this month. Yeah, today is a test of the Streamable setup and going through all the steps to get up and running. And if it wasn't for me yapping for most of that, then it was pretty easy. You know, grab your phone out of your bag, out of your pocket or whatever. Then you would have already connected either IRL Pro or Moblin to their service. You would go live to Streamable, and then you would open up their dashboard or the control panel and everything, start up the server there, and you're away. They've got a remote OBS where you can put your graphics or your logos. Hey Jada, how are you? How's things? How's your gaming the other day? Did you win? What are you playing right now? What's your favorite game? The only game I'm playing is Pokemon Go. That's all I've got. I've got time to play right now, and it's very low stress. It's true. You were stealing. Where's this Wi-Fi? I doubt that, especially from where I am right now. I'm completely innocent. Must have been some other streamer. I don't have a favorite game. All good. Yeah, Pokemon Go. That'd be mine. I played some already today. Not online. While I was headed to the library. Needed to do Mega Ray. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. I have no one doing Mega. Oh, okay. Should be plenty of players down there, that way. I'm sure. I was thinking there's community events. They're never here. I think they've had one community event in the city, and you'd think there'd be heaps of people in the city. But they're always in other parts, either Auckland or other cities. Nah. Oh, okay. So does that mean you have to do remote raids all the time? Wow. I think I'll plug this in. I've got a friend who plays amongst my university friends group. We all play, and he's from Wairoa, which is, man, it's about as remote as you can get. Shout out to Lucky. But he still manages. He was able to level up one of his guys, and I still haven't leveled that guy up. I think he's got all of about 3 stops. 3 stops in Wairoa. I don't know. I've never been there. Shame on me. But it seems like it. Recently, a couple of days ago, he evolved. Oh, cool. No, one of the hardest is to evolve. What's his name? What's that character? But the only way you can evolve him is from doing routes. So you have to do like 2-3 routes every day for months. I forget who that was, but let's see if my phone is going to be okay. I'm going to try and open up Pokemon Go on my iPhone. I might start lagging. Let's see. He's my favourite because he looks cool. Yeah, it's a bit slow. All screen dimmed as well. Come on, iPhone. I believe in you. Wait. Why am I don't think I'm screen recording. Shouldn't be. So forgive me for a bit. I can't see the chat right now, but I'll come back. Zygarde. Yeah, I got there. Go back to Moblin. Yeah, so you've got 3 levels where you can change his form. So his base level, I think it's like a dog. Is it? I forget. So there's 3 levels, I've forgotten. So there's a dog form, and then there's the final form. I think it took me about maybe a year to get what I needed to be able to change his form to the final form. He's not even 3-star, which is a bit stink. Mine's a 2-star. But it doesn't matter. Aye. Yeah. XYZ series. But that's one of the reasons why I like Pokemon Go. Is it's very chill. They do have like activities to get items, but you don't need to do them. And you can pay to get better items or more items. Something I used to do with what's it called? Ninja. Oh, okay. I want to get a shiny. What's his name? The snake thing. What's that snake Pokemon? Because I was in a raid once. Rayquaza. I want to get a shiny because they're like black. And yeah, I was in a raid where someone had one. I was like, ooh, I want one. Give me a shiny Rayquaza. But let's see. My strongest is Garchomp. He's 4,000. I've got a Dragonite that's 4,000. So I've got 3 Pokemons in the 4K club, I call it. So Palkia, Dragonite, and Garchomp. And then I've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 34 in a 3K club. Wow. Okay, that's a lot more than I thought. What raids are going on? What is nearby? Well, there's a raid here in Altier Square. What is that? Oh, Mega Dragonite. Oh. New Super Mega Raid. Link charges and a remote raid bar. What a link charge. 81,000? There's only 5 people in there. 8 people? See, dragon versus dragon, yeah. So I could put some Palkias. They're also weak against each other too. Ice is strong. Oh, that's almost finished. Okay, I'll exit out. It's hard to get them. Maybe invite me. Oh, I can't. I think for an 80,000 you'd need. So it usually takes 4 people to beat a 40,000. So maybe 8 or 10 could do it. 8 or 10 people could beat a 80k Pokemon. Although I think for the Gigantamaxes it takes about 40 people to be one of them. So I don't know how many people it would take, but more the merrier. Maybe 10 people. I want to battle it, but I can't. Not while I'm streaming. My phone would die. Be good night. Actually, I'll go back, have another look. Yeah, there's not enough people. Need more people, eh? Maybe everyone's battled. Oh, 17 people, that's better. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good number. Yeah, I reckon I'll probably beat it. Rhyperior, Glaceon, and okay. On the top 3. So what was mine again? Yeah, Garchomp, and Ecan Mega. So, you know, then his stats go up to 5k, I think. Dragonite and Palkia. Those are my top 3. 3 dragons. Salamence, Rhyperior. I think the main problem with Rhyperior is I'm not able to max them out because I don't have enough of the triangle candy. So he's pretty close though. Yeah, so Garchomp, Dragonite, Palkia, Salamence, Rhyperior, Dialga, Zygarde, Hexorus, which he got kind of left behind by, he's a water dragon, Palkia, and Groudon. So those are my tops. Hey Mossy, how's it going? How are you? Yeah, we're multi-streaming today, but different, actually different views too, different angles. So on the S23 Ultra IRL Pro, streaming directly to Kick, and then on the iPhone with Moblin, Action 4, streaming to Streamable, and then streaming to Restream, which is streaming to Twitch and YouTube. So that's a little more complicated to get my tongue around. Doing good, just finished work. Oh, nice. This one. Ooh. It's quite a breeze there. Feel that. Hopefully the weather's good where you are. Be right back? Okay, all good, Jada. Sweet ass. What's a better angle? Should I just look straight forward? Because then I'm not looking directly at one camera. Sun is out, might go for a ride. Oh, nice. Ants all over this table. I'm making sure I don't bring any home. Yeah, sometimes wish I had a bike. Be good for exercise and just be nice, you know. I thought about it for today, bring the e-scooter, but nah, not with this setup. I'm kind of fixed. I'm stuck in one spot today. Just because of the two streams. I do have the chest mount. I could pop the Action 4 on the chest mount and then handhold the Ultra, but because it's connected to Kick Direct, it could cut out. I don't think so. Don't think it is. The mystery app, I assume. I believe they were releasing it this month. It was delayed a little, making some I guess final improvements, but where it's at the moment is pretty good. Be curious to know what further details are. You know, pricing, I think they were trying to figure that out. How much should they charge? They put a feeler out there to see how much people would be willing to pay for the service. So I guess we'll see, you know. I was in someone's stream where folks were saying $20, $30, which would make it comparable to Streamlabs. That's how much they charge, I believe, $30 a month. I don't know if that's either US or New Zealand dollars. Nah, it won't be. Because there's ongoing costs with streaming. So when you put it on your home computer, go away, go away, Ant. Yeah, when you put it on your home computer, you're using resources like memory and storage, all those sort of things on your computer, right? But as soon as you put that work on the cloud, then that becomes pretty expensive. And especially where you need a dedicated server for your stream that's going to be able to handle 1080p, 30 or 60 in an ongoing basis. So maybe one-off costs if it was just one stream and that's it. No more streams, then maybe. But nah, I don't see that ever happening. Because video is a lot of work. There's an ant right here. I need you to go over there, please. I don't want to squish him. Yeah, so that won't happen. There was one service that someone told me about. It seemed too cheap. I don't know how they can do that long term. So either, if a service is too good to be true, either it's temporary, because you can't sustain that. Temporary where they plan to change it later, or they've got some huge amount of financing, which eventually they'll still have to change it later, or you're getting some really subpar service. So for example, let's say for you to have a really stable stream on a computer, so whatever you're using to host the streaming software in the cloud. So let's pretend this, for example, OBS in the cloud, which will be using computer resources to rendering power, all that sort of stuff in the cloud. So if you just put that on a real basic cloud service, which is like limited, so the performance won't be great, maybe your stream will go down after 10 minutes, or maybe after an hour it'll be fine, and then after, maybe for an hour it'll be fine, and then after an hour it'll just slow down or stop working. So maybe that's the trade-off. But you know, don't know. Don't know. Well, there are, yes, some companies, they offload their costs in other ways. So for example, I think Stream Elements, the reason why they're able to do lots of things related to streaming is because they have sponsorship deals. So they could be the other thing, you know, their income is made up at other places to help fund the other thing. Red chat? What is red chat? What do you mean? Receiving red chat. Oh, hold on. I think I need to do a thing. I keep forgetting to do that. Streaming platforms, YouTube, fetch video ID. Sure enough, there's a new video ID. Alright, so the TTS I'm listening to is in Moblin. Moblin, the way they're able to retrieve YouTube messages is with a video ID. Now you have to remember to just double check that you've fetched the video ID. Sometimes if you stream, so if you go live in here and then you go live to the platform, within a short amount of time it's going to fetch the video ID for you. But if you're a bit like me, where you do a couple of things beforehand and then you leave the going live part a little bit later, then it doesn't fetch the video ID. Okay, let me check. I'm going to jump over to YouTube chat. Sorry guys, if I missed your messages. Thank you for that, Mossy. So if you're wondering, why Cliff, why aren't you responding, that would be why. My bad. Alright, so I've opened up the YouTube app. Okay. So it's Select Start. What are you testing today? We're testing the Streamable app. What's the upload speed you're getting now? I'll have to have a look. Finally caught a live stream. Well, welcome on in. How's Big Licks? Lean Mars. Hi, could you make a video teaching how to add kilometers and so distance and speed and other information like weather, etc. Oh, you mean like the overlay that I have in the bottom of the Twitch YouTube stream in Moblin? Good question, yeah. I mean, I've done it for weather, location, time, and I do believe they have, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I think they have that info too. So, T-Mars, I'd like to learn how to do it. Several streamers added to their live streams using OBS and Moblin. Okay, alright. Yeah, that's the overlay that you can see on Twitch and YouTube. That is from Moblin. And basically it's a text widget. Very good question. Yeah, thank you. There could be a couple of videos this week, actually. I'm going to go back to Moblin. Could you write a message on YouTube, please? I want to see that I'm going to get those messages on... see if I can get those messages in Moblin now. How to be a millionaire? Yeah, I can't do that. Millionaire. I'm not even a dollar near. 100 near? Yeah, not even 100 near. Definitely not 1,000 near. Test YouTube, thank you. Alright, I'm getting those messages. Thank you. Hello. Yes, so YouTube messages are now coming through my Moblin app. Loud and clear. Oh, I get it now. Read chat, team read. I don't think we have to worry about that anymore, do we? Apparently Twitch have eased up on their rules about multi-chat, but does that mean they still shadow ban you for talking about other platforms? Maybe. So I've enabled icons in the Bodrix overlay. So I guess we'll see. Shadow banana. Shadow banana. Please don't banana me. I'm going to check those messages again. So what are you testing today? We are testing, well, repeat that question, and that was from select start _OM. So there's two ways we're testing, and one of them is a stream from IRL Pro directly to Kick, and I think it has been one single stream. It hasn't broken up. Maybe at the beginning it might have broken up into, I thought it would have broken up into separate VODs, but yeah, it seems to be okay. And that's because I'm not moving, I'm not going anywhere. I'm hoping good connection here will be okay for the Kick stream. Then on the other side we have the Streamable test. So Streamable is a cloud-based service. So I had one of their team contact me, ask me if I'd like to look into it. So 3 different setups that I am currently switching between: self-hosted, Streamable, and the mystery app. I thought about combining the mystery app and Streamable, but let's keep it separate. That could get messy. I do like that this one I can use either IRL Pro or Moblin. I've got a real big soft spot for Moblin. I really like what the app does, but the mystery app it definitely simplifies things if you're just wanting to stream. So I think I tried to talk about a little bit last time, but on one end you've got the platform apps like the Kick app, like the YouTube app. Actually, I couldn't stream directly from the Kick app. I couldn't find the Go Live button on Android, so maybe it's just a iPhone only thing. But let's say on one end you've got a platform app, you've got a little bit higher than that, maybe Prism. I'm not a big fan of Prism. IRL Rye. Hello, how are you? Big fix. I streamed today and had issues. It kept pausing every 5 seconds for 2 seconds for several hours. Oh man, where to start? Probably bitrate issue with OBS or IRL Pro app. It kept pausing every 5 seconds for 2 seconds. Pausing. Well, I'm using IRL Pro right now on Kick. So if you did want to have a look, I don't know. I'll think about it. Don't know what's happening now. Where was it? Oh yeah. So on one end, platform maps, we've got Prism. Higher than that, we've got Streamlabs. And then on the other end, miles and miles away, we've got Moblin. So Moblin has everything in it. And the tinker in me loves what Moblin does. But there's a lot of tinkering, a lot of learning in order to make the most out of that app. Somewhere between Streamlabs and Moblin, we have the Mystery app. So their approach to streaming is different. So their plan is to make it easier and not be overburdened or overwhelmed by all the things that you can get or try to wrap your head around with IRL. So as a streamer, you shouldn't have to worry about bit rate or bonding or this or that. You know, all the real complex stuff. That is basically like a university level learning. I'm just going to go back to that. For me, I'm all for it. I love it. So I can appreciate all of them. Although personally, I'm not a big fan of Prism. I think it's a little too simple for me. So whereas the others give me enough to go, yeah, okay. So there's something to work with here. But you know, I only played with it a couple of times, so maybe if I go back to it, I could change my mind. Don't like to rule anything out completely, you know. Okay, let's see. Start with OBS. What encoder settings are you using? Good question. Good point, I mean. So pausing every couple of seconds. So every 5 seconds, it pauses for 2 seconds. That's very specific. Yeah, that's happening. So big fix. I would test it in a couple of different scenarios. So I would probably start with streaming from home, where you've got a really solid connection. Now, at home, when you connect it to the home Wi-Fi, is it still happening? So you got to go through a whole bunch of steps to eliminate what it could be. So does it happen at home with good Wi-Fi, good internet and everything? Then you have to figure out, is it the connection from IRL Pro to the, maybe if you're using a relay service like Bellabox Cloud. So is it the connection between there and that? Is it the connection between Bellabox Cloud to your home computer? Is it the connection from your home computer to the platforms? So we're in that path. Is this happening? But it does appear to be like an encoding thing, especially with that regularity. You were doing mystery app testing. How's that going? Go pretty good. It does a lot of things right. It'll be interesting once it's unveiled properly to everybody, then you'll be able to have a look at it yourself. But yeah, remember, it's if you try and think of these different apps and where are they positioned, who are they trying to help. So one app might give you everything that you need. You love it. You go, fantastic, this is what I want. But if you're very particular about certain things you want for your stream, then maybe you might prefer something else. I don't know. So my idea is to share what's available and then for you guys to decide for yourself. I also, you know, does it depend, do you have an iPhone, do you have an Android, then that sort of can limit what options are available. For example, IRL Pro is only on Android, so if you love that app, then Android. Moblin is only on iPhone, so there's Moblin on iPhone. That new mystery app, that is, from what I was told, is going to be available for both, so that could be great. I don't know what features will be in both. I'm assuming all the features, but sometimes because they're two different ecosystems, you know, the iPhone version might have these features, the Android one might have these, and perhaps if you've got a different Android, maybe a mid-level model, it might not be able to do this other thing. Because there's so many different Android phones out there, you know. Big fix. Well, it's not exactly, but basically every few seconds. Yes, I got that. RTMP to OBS. Oh, okay. Restream to Kick and Twitch. RTMP. I would try to change that to SRT. How are you sending RTMP? Are you using RTMP relay? Because RTMP is very heavy. It's a very heavy protocol to send all your data. Also can't do some of the things that are available with SRT. So with SRT, it does the kind of communication between your sending device and the receiver. So it's going to say, hey, I didn't get that frame or that video. Oh, I'm missing some info. Can you send it again? So it's talking back and forth between the two, you know. But RTMP doesn't. It just sends. If you get that frame, great. If you don't, oh well. That's my understanding. That best way I can explain it. So good idea. I'll try tomorrow. Streaming straight from home PC to those. Yeah. See if there's a difference. Maybe. Yeah. There's so many places where there could be a problem. I'll start with firstly at home where you've got a great connection. Right, get sponsored from Prism. Oh, okay. Lol. I wish I get that, but nah, Prism gets HOTS easy for me. What? Gets HOTS easily for me. What does that mean? Sponsored by Prism. Interesting. Port forwarding. Oh yeah. Yeah, I do for sure. Yeah, I do. I've got a video on port forwarding. Port forwarding SRT. So the other thing with your set, I suppose you can still do bonding, eh? Are you bonding your connection? Yeah, so what you can do with SRT is you can change your codec to H.265. The combination of H.265 and SRT is a lot more streamlined. It's smaller for you to send your stream through to your computer. So they're specifically for IRL. Whereas with RTMP you can only use normally H.264 and RTMP. Although I think IRL Pro have enabled it so you can send H.265 and RTMP, but generally they don't go together. If I have an issue with the coder, constant bit rate and OBS, that's okay, a keyframe interval or something of that nature. It could be your, what's it called, hardware. Are you using Invink? So on Moblin at least, they recommend you have B frames of 0. So it could be it. They've got, I think default is 2. B frames of 2. App, it's selected all 200%, basically just using cellular connection, about 4K. Okay. Did someone ask me about my bitrate? Yeah, so I have bitrate around 6 megabits per second. This is for the stream to streamable. On IRL Pro, let's have a look. So we boy, that chat's huge. Might have to change it. So over here on can't see the thing as easily. Can't see my bitrate. It's kind of hidden behind the chat. I think we're around 4 or 5. That's what she said. Okay. Is this the S26? No, it's not. How's our angle over there? I wish I could see both. Could see both streams. Alright, let me check the stream on Kick. Need to see if I'm in frame. I can't tell. Oh yeah, I think we're okay. Alright, we're okay. Back to Moblin. Back to the Megawatt. Sweet. Did you win? Alright. Yeah, so I have the S23 Ultra. It's a pretty good phone. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Although I think in terms of stabilization, it's not as good as the 24, which I think Wiz has. He got the 24. I was watching his VOD from when we caught up, and stabilization looks pretty good on it. They did some improvements somewhere. Yep. Ah, sweet. Hey, don't get and I'm getting my photo taken. Okay. Let's see, bonding, IRL Pro, selected 100%, oh yeah, I read that one. So big fix, I think I'll rewatch your SRT video and start over. I was using H.264 NVIDIA encoder. Video, okay. Keyframe to constant bitrate, variable bitrate with 4K? 6K testing. I don't know if I've got my OBS settings in a video. Because I try to focus on... Hey, what do you want, Mr. Sparrow? Look, there's plenty of ants here. I don't have any food, I'm afraid. Yeah, that was a brave sparrow. He came right up to me. Come to Chicha. Okay. JK, I can see. Alright. Hey, Mediatek, how are you? Bird watching. Yeah, bird's watching me. Got up real close. Look at this little guy. I am going to call you Robin, even though you're not a Robin. You did eventually disappear. Good on ya. Stream snipe Mozzie. Oh, right, when he goes down that way for the game. No, I can't do that. I've got a trip to save up for. Not this year anyway. I plan on catching up with Mozzie eventually. Have you tried Stream? That's the service that someone was telling me about. I have not, no. I am curious though, because I did see their prices and they seemed a bit low, like too low. I don't know how they could stay in business. I'll be interested to see how they do long term. Yeah. No. So I've got a trip in October that I'm planning to go to, and that is so that is South Korea and also Japan. I don't have that. I don't have money for that, but I'm going to put it on my credit card again. It's got to be expensive. It's been nice not having interest to pay and having a little extra money that I could put towards that other bill, that business loan I'm still paying off. They have a node-based setup? Node-based setup, wow. Sounds a bit like Rust. Whenever it's something like that. Can you ants go away, please? Let's see. So I'm hoping to get a photo with Mozzie if I can find him. I don't think you'd stream it, eh? And some of the games are really iffy about cameras and things. Well, especially big cameras, they don't like those. Action camera might be okay. And I think his setup is BattleBox. Have you been using Duolingo to learn languages? Yeah? No, I'm terrible at it. I tried to learn Korean from a YouTube series. I tried, but so they would speak a phrase and to me it sounded exactly the same, but apparently there's little nuances that in the way that you said certain words. I couldn't grasp the difference. Definitely not at the game, yeah. Not at the game. I'm sure he would stream there. Probably checking out town. Gotta go now. Okay, Big Vix. Take care, keep up the great work videos. I'll be in contact in Discord and here as I can. Have a good day. You have a good day too, Big Vix. Check out the videos. One of my newest series are on port forwarding and SRT. So, and they also include IRL Pro. Whereas Moblin was still fairly new to that series. So I don't cover Moblin as much. If I was to do that whole series again, I would just cover IRL Pro and Moblin. What has changed? What has changed? Will do. Okay, cool. Cool, Big Fix. What has changed? Might have to elaborate. Duolingo? Hold on. What is Duolingo? I just assumed there was a translation app. Is it a streaming app? So I don't actually know what it is. It sounds familiar though. Alright, let's have a look. Gonna open the App Store on the iPhone. Oh, hold on. I need to check our devices. How are we doing over here? We're low on battery, 19% on the Action 4. And also low on the Ultra at 22%. Okay, we are charging. Oops, no. No, don't want to do that. Bird watching! Oh, that's right. I have a battery. So we're going to plug in on this side. Got our power cable plugged in. They're working. Yep, we are charging. Then on the other side, I'm going to take out the battery, pop in the new battery. Oh, there's quite warm. Check the battery over here, we're at 100%. We can unplug the power, and now our Action 4 is good to go. But we can't do that with the Ultra, so we have to keep that plugged in. Actually, I'll swatch the cable. Because this other cable is longer. Need to turn that off. Yo. Okay, back on the iPhone. I try to be gentle. Okay, what has changed? And Mozzie can see what can change over the earthquakes. Learning languages. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it'd be quite different for me too, because it was a long time since I've been in Christchurch, and yeah, I think it would look very different for me. I don't think I've got photos either. I wasn't as much of a photographer back then. Try Duolingo, totally not sponsored. Sure. Why do I fucking know that? Languages and chess? Eh? What? Is it a game? Learn 40 plus languages, math, music and chess. Duolingo ABC. Babel. Oh, there's a couple others. It's okay, I've got a translator. I've got someone who can help. You can learn how to play. I know how to play chess. I'm okay, not great. Haven't kept up. I've been playing chess for years. Of course. I'd say I was okay. Okay at it. I know the rules. No master, that's for sure. How's our iPhone doing? Are we okay on the iPhone? We're on 80% battery. I think I can unplug. That'll be easier on the Anker battery bank. Did I get that message? I don't think I remember seeing that message. Do I have to switch to loopy if I do port forwarding? Oh no, there it is there. Oh, weird. Nah? Oh, actually, good point. So if you do port forwarding, I think they had one which a stream server which was OBS, but I tried and it didn't work for me. But apparently they were working on it to yeah, they were going to do an update. I don't know how far they got into it. Hey, wait a minute, why is they not charging? C2 is that one. Okay, maybe I'll switch these around. No. I think that is charging. It's not looking good though. It's on a red icon, power icon over there. That's a good point. Yeah, yeah. Back to that question about loopy. Would you have to? Maybe. Totally not sponsored. Learn how to play chess. Suggest you use Duolingo before a translator. Is English? Well, it's easy for me because I was raised on English. So, I think it's pretty easy. But having watched videos on language differences, I understand how learning it would be really hard. So if your first language was something else and then trying to understand all the different ways English works would be very confusing. Because English is a mishmash of multiple languages. So, sometimes I'll follow the rules of French, other times German. So it would be very hard to learn, I reckon. The same word has many different meanings. Yeah, context. Or even in English, the same word has many meanings. Like for me, chips. We just use the chips for hot chips, cold chips, for lots of different things that are quite different. And that's English. And if you speak to someone in the US, usually they will try and differentiate between hot and cold chips. So for example, I think hot chips are chips. Cold chips, and they are crisps, or potato chip. But usually in New Zealand would say fish and chips, so you already know what kind of chips they are. Or I'm going to grab, so we use context to differentiate one versus the other, but it's still the same word. You know, we don't use crisps, they're all crisp, but it's a potato chip. English isn't your first language. What's your first language? Tell me. And tell me a duck. Do get me started with biscuit. Yeah. And that is biscuits when you speak to someone in England versus someone who lives here. Spanish. Woo, cool. I wish I knew more than... I know English and I know a little bit of Māori, but not enough to use in a conversation. I only know words here and there. Is our good? Is our friend DJ Wiz? He's fluent in it. I just wasn't exposed to Māori in my household when I was growing up. It's a different generation. It's a generational thing. Duck is my second, and English is my third. Love it. Yeah. How are we doing? I don't think we're doing good over here on the kick stream. Looks like the S20 Ultra is going to die on us. If that happens, then the action camera will die too. And I've got a feeling it might rain. It feels like it. I'm going to try something. I am going to stop streaming on Moblin, which should force a disconnect. And that's where Streamable will switch to an offline scene. I speak Australian and a bit of English. Yeah. Spanish is mostly brought up from my granddad. Oh, okay. Yeah. So in New Zealand, when my parents were growing up, they were not allowed to speak anything except English. So they lost the ability to speak it. And then also, because of that, they didn't really speak it at home too, but they still understood it. So for us, we had to actually actively try and speak the language, which was kind of hard because where we lived, there weren't that many other Māori. So growing up, I wasn't exposed to it, and being a nerd, I was really into more nerdy stuff. Yeah. It wasn't until later I was like, oh man, I wish I could speak the language. And I've tried, done short courses here and there, but it's something that you have to keep doing, keep practicing and be exposed to in order to be good at it. Yeah? Let me just go straight away. I was straight up confused. Mostly port front. Okay, got it. And I've picked up phrases from other languages. Some of my friends, they all wanted to do a Latin class, so I went, oh, okay, I'll do that too, sure. Learned a little bit of Latin, and then a lot of my neighbours, they were Pacific Islanders, so I picked up a few words here and there. Can you roll your R's? Arr. I have trouble with R's and W's actually. Sometimes I get tongue-tied. over them. So I think I can roll my R's, but I kind of struggle with them too. Answer's still here. I think I squashed one of your buddies. Sorry. Didn't mean to. Well, what with a rolled R? I suppose most people probably pronounce Hera as Hera, so no rolled R. Or you go Hera. Although that sounds like I'm overdoing it. What would I roll an R? What is more net? Moldy? So there's a little bit of a roll in R with the moldy. Although sometimes that R can sound like a D. We do quite a bit of rolled R's in the moldy language. Yeah, I'm really conscious of it now, so now I just don't want to muck it up. Hera. It's another rolled R. I can't think of any others. Hera is a Maori name, I believe. Yeah, I suppose my rolled R is more like a D sound. You know, a soft roll, kind of D sound. Jada, first time I tried to speak English. Well, that was in year 4. I still speak a bit of Spanish now and then, but with year 1, 2, and 3, I was speaking Spanish and figured that I do have anxiety and ADHD. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I have probably quite a few mental things like that. ADHD. What's that thing when you compulsive disorder? I think I've got OCD, a couple of things like that, which makes being a content creator really difficult because I'm easily distracted, or I might over explain something, which is why I usually need a script for my videos. But then I start overthinking my scripts too. How are we doing over there? We're still in the red. Nah. Oh, we're not charging. No! Why is the chat really long over here? It's like huge. I wonder if I can change the chat. Overlays. Oh, all I can do is just turn it on and off. I can't change it. Let's have a look. 20% battery on the Ultra. Might have to wrap up soon because I'm using the Ultra for quite a bit of stuff. Yeah. Uh-oh. What have I done over here? Wrong button. At least not dyslexia. Maybe. I might have dyslexia too. I think I've got quite a few things. I don't want to get a psych eval, because I'm sure they'll say, yeah, you know, this list, you've got like all of those. You got all the things. What do I think of the new starters for Pokemon? I don't know. I enjoy Pokemon Go, but before and after Pokemon Go, I wasn't really big on Pokemon. Like, I can't tell you much of the lore or anything. I remember Pokemon the series, whenever that was. I remember that, But that's about it. Took a long break, so I missed all the card, Pokemon cards, the games, so all of that, and then jump back into Pokemon with Pokemon Go. So I've got like a large gap between series and this game. All I can tell you is I like it. I like Pokemon Go. I think it's a fun game. But I'm very much a casual player. Toto, hello. Hola. How are you? Let's see. I wish I had ADHD. My content would. You wish you had it. Would be fun. I don't know about that. With dyslexia, mix your words around like as if it was a word. Actually, I think I do have that. Sometimes I'll say phrases out of order. I think in my head I'm thinking ahead of what I want to say, but end up saying that phrase instead of the phrase before it. So I start mixing up words, and then when I'll hear it back, like with the preview, I'll go, nah. I messed that up. I need to do that again. Because I'm very much someone who wants to get everything perfect. I want it all to be just right, you know. So I want to phrase everything properly, but then I'll just mess it up anyway. So my overthinking complicates a lot of stuff. It's not fun, to be honest. Yeah, no, it's not fun. So OCD, is that what it is? Obsessive compulsive disorder. So that's where for me I will go, okay, I packed all my bags, I've got my camera, I've got my mic, I've got my headset, I've got whatever. So I'll leave and go, wait, do I have my camera? Check my bag. Oh, okay, I do have my camera. Wait, do I have my mic? Check my mic. I'll go back because I've forgotten something. So I'll overly obsess over things I need to do for the stream. So I have that. Oh, and locking doors. So OCD people could probably relate to that, where you'll close the door and go, did I lock the door? I'm sure I locked the door. Or was it yesterday? So you go back, check the door. Yeah, door's locked. Of course it's locked. Then you leave and go, wait, did I lock the door? And then you go back and check it again. Go, yes, I did lock the door. Okay, better go. Better just go. And then you go. If the words jump around, that might be autism. Put your tags, maybe an idea. I don't know. I don't know. I want my focus, the focus of my content, I want it to be on live streaming, or how to live stream. So I can't tell you how to be a millionaire, because I'm not a millionaire. Maybe how to be a dollaraire. I can help you with that, maybe. Or live streaming, I am Moldy. So I have that as in my tags. I'd love to have more gameplay involved, like Pokemon Go. But yeah, I'm finding limits with my gear. I can't handle it. Autism, tags, an idea. But thank you for the suggestion there. That's what I do. Check if I forgot or have it on me. Yeah, I know. Annoying, eh? So I didn't know that there was a name for it until I saw people talking about it and go, yeah, actually, yep, I got that. I do that. Checking my door, is my door locked? So that's one real obvious one that folks with it can identify with. If you just bring that up, they'll go, oh yeah, I do that. It doesn't help that they know people who don't lock the door, so I am double checking to see if the door is locked as well. Tell me how to become a cliff. Yeah, I don't think you want that. I don't think that's a blessing. It's a curse. A blessing and a curse, maybe. Last time I've seen $1. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, you do it all digital. I think I have $1 in my wallet. Yeah. Well, maybe $2. Woohoo! Rich. Always forget stuff as well. Like if I had a script to read for a player, for example, I'll forget the next day. Ooh. Oh, I stress over stuff like that, eh? I wonder if all these, what do you call it? Conditions, if they are purely an introvert thing. So, do extroverts have these issues? Or is it introverts? Does it make sense for it to be like introverts to have like conditions like those? Don't know. Nah, go straight to the mortgage stage. Well, at least you got a mortgage. You'll own a home in no time. And the script that I read just leaves my mind and I forget it. True. I have a script right in front of me and I'll still forget. Still forget what I have to say. Oh, I can't see the camera. There you go, that's better. Alright, we might have to wrap up, folks. I know I said that earlier, but that battery's not getting any better. That's one reason why I like using the Action 4. Firstly, you can plug a charging cable into the Action 4 and it will actually charge. I think there may be some kind of connectivity issue with the pass-through port on the Mic Mini. I don't know. But where's the Action 4? Great. You know, I did the hot swap of a battery before. No problem. Huh? Oh, I was recording a video over here. Oops. Okay. Was I recording for the whole time? I don't think I need that recording. I can probably delete it. Well, I'm going to have to wrap up on this one and also on the kick stream. Because the Action 4 is going through the Ultra. If the Ultra turns off, then that's it. Hey, go away, ant. No hitchhikers. Also want to be able to show the wrap up of the stream with this other stream. Okay. Let's see that. Is that the sad cat? So, it's been a good one. Oh, I haven't done a demo of disconnecting. So let's do we'll end the stream on here. On the stream to Twitch and YouTube, it should go to the offline scene. I don't think it's going to have a clip player on there. I guess we'll see. Let's find out. Let's do that quickly. So, end stream button in Moblin. Let's go live in Moblin to Streamable. Let's see. Okay, we are back. Welcome back, everybody. We were just checking the disconnect protection. That's what I call that type of service. Is Streamable on iOS? Well, it is. Think of it like BellaBox Cloud. In your streaming app, whether it be IRL Pro or if it is Moblin, you stream to their to their service. They have like I think an RTMP or an SRT, what's a URL that you can put in your streaming app. In fact, they have like a QR code which you can scan with your phone, and it'll enter it into your app. You know, so I have all those details. Didn't see it do again. Well, corrupt cow. If you're a subscriber on Twitch, you can go back a little bit to see it. Or if you wanted to jump over to YouTube, you could go back a little bit. And the VOD. Yeah. So think of it like that. Basically, they provide a service where you stream to it, whether it is with your Moblin app or with whether it's your iPhone app or your Android app, you stream to it, and their server has a remote OBS that you can log into, and you can add. I'll pretend you saw it. Okay, all good. I'll put a a timestamp or whatever in the YouTube live, so you can go to it if you want to check it out. I haven't seen a low bit rate. Yeah, in fact, you can switch between the different apps. So I could go from Moblin to IRL Pro to my home computer, and then you just go into their dashboard, or I think it's the dashboard, where you can click on the scene with whatever ingest you want to use. So, I mean, we've already done that test before. We're running out of battery on the S23 Ultra, so I mean, I could. I'd have to stop streaming to kick over on the Ultra. But, yeah, we did a stream where we started from home. In OBS, you have a URL for Streamable. You stream to there, you start the stream on Streamable side, and then you can just switch to whatever else. So it's one really good thing I like about it is your computer doesn't have to be on to use that service. So my computer's not on. Well, yeah, actually my computer isn't on during this whole stream. So pretty cool. If you're just wanting like a pure IRL. Oh, by the way, so my contact with Streamable, they've got a URL link that I can give to you guys if you want to try it out. It is, yeah. So there's a discount and a code if you did want to use that. I'll have that in the YouTube live VOD later if you did want to look at it. Up to you. I'm thinking if you're on a tight budget, maybe it's not what you want for now, but think about it. Maybe somewhere down the line you could jump on it later, or maybe you just use it for a month, that kind of thing. But yeah, everyone's situation is different, and that's why I'm exploring all these options, because this might be perfect for you. Or if you are okay with the self-hosted option, then there's that as well. or perhaps like with the mystery app, maybe that's what you're after. So I mean, I'd like to just show you all of these and then let you guys decide what works for you. Sound good? Yeah, so if anyone is interested in checking it out, I'll have a link. I'll have a link for you. It's not there now because I wasn't able to set up the restream info before the stream today for the description. Super complicated, so it'd be hard to without a dedicated server in the cloud, I reckon. Yeah, mine is too. So all the things that I love about my self-hosted setup, no one can do that. No online cloud service can do what my home self-hosted one does. But I mean, it's taken me years for me to make my one. Let's see, I've been IRL streaming for 2, 3, I think maybe 4 years now, and that's every week, at least once a week. I've been IRL live streaming. So mine has just gone through gradual improvements here and there. If you don't have time for that, that's where one of these other options could work for you. But usually when you're doing self-hosted, you're okay with spending a lot more time tweaking everything to the way you want it. I have a Docker, Streambot, custom scripts to run, remote controls. Same, yeah. So you know, I've got Streamable with custom code in it, a lot of custom code. I've got OBS filters, I've got plugins, I've got like a billion things for my stream, which is probably way more than anyone wants. You know, they don't want all that stuff. They just want to go live, and that's cool. Or maybe they don't have a computer that they can use to self-host everything. Or maybe the computer's old, it can't handle streaming. So there's lots of situations. Maybe the home internet isn't very good. So there are folks who aren't able to get fiber internet or very fast connection at home to IRL. Then perhaps some of these other options are for you. Do a phone setup might be okay. Indeed. Okay, I need to wrap things up before we run out of juice and our stream ends for us. Because I got the Ultra on a charge, but that power isn't going up much using the mic mini receiver and the pass-through port. So I want to thank you guys for joining me today. It's been awesome. So we've got a Mossy, Corrupt Cow, Jada, who else? Toto was in there for a little bit. IRL Rye. Big Vix. Probably a couple other names. My chat only goes back so far. But thank you everybody. It's been awesome. Love the chat. If you have any questions about the setup, best place, either Discord or the YouTube VOD later on. So that VOD will be up forever. I'm going to have to save the VOD from Kick, download it, I'll upload it as a members only VOD, or yeah, I need to get it onto YouTube somehow, so I've got a backup. Hey monkey! How's things? We're on the tail end of the stream. We're wrapping up because I'm running out of power on the Ultra. We're doing 2 streams. How to be a millionaire video? Me too. I would love to make that video because, you know, I'd have to be a millionaire first. Anyone else have any tips here? I think the answer would be very boring. Work hard. Keep at it. For years. Responsible spending. Stay tuned. Okay. Alright, how do we do this? Now, I have to end the stream on the Ultra last, so I've got some kind of B-roll. Okay. So I guess we'll bring the Ultra over. Let's see. I think I have to record. Let's see if we've got enough, 19% power. So we're going to start a recording on the Ultra. So media only, no audio. 3, 2, 1, skip countdown. Okay, I'm going to do a click so we can match up our video later. So recording. Let's bring up our browser. Now over on here, you guys see. So that is the Streamable dashboard and control panel. So we're currently on ingest Moblin scene. So when we went offline, I think we went to ingest offline. So before I wrap up, I would click on this scene for ending soon, and then I would end the stream. So those are the steps. I'm going to go back to my IRL Pro and I'm going to change it to a selfie camera. So we've got something on the side. So switch back. Browser. So if you guys want to see the wrap up, this is where maybe have both streams up. If you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, have the kick stream up as well. So thank you guys, hope you have a great weekend, lovely weather. I'll see you next time. I do plan on doing another bonus stream or two with the other setup. So make sure you are following, got notifications enabled, so you know when I'm going live. Cool. See you next time. So down at my other phone, I'm checking the preview to see when I should switch to the ending soon scene. Listen to the preview. Alright. Okay, we're good to go. Thanks guys, see you next time.